Hey guys, we're getting going today. We're gonna cut some hay. We're gonna do haylage in a couple days, and then after that we're gonna plant our corn. We're finally getting going. The week looks good. It's been really wet weather, but we're getting there. Come along. Look at this. Look who's gonna drive the tractor. First time driving a tractor, or a big one anyway.
Thank you to Major Dairy AI Services Limited for sponsoring this video.
Hit the brake. Just because you were on a hill, it wanted to roll back. As soon as you put the clutch in, it means the tractor's in neutral. So if you're on a slope, you'll start rolling one way or the other.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna teach Lauren how to drive a tractor.
Lesson 1.0.
The nice thing is she doesn't have to shift gears. It's an IVT, so it's probably a simple way to learn. Press that button right here.
That just gets that's all that does?
Yep.
Okay.
Was that a comfortable spot?
Like a really, I don't know. Oh, like this part, yeah. Like, yeah. Oh, I can move it.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's.
So you slowly let off your clutch, and it'll start moving.
Can I stall it, or?
Not with it set that low.
Okay.
So keep going. Like, scroll up to 5-6 kilometers an hour. And remember, you're pulling something that's pretty long. That disc line. Put the clutch in, and then hit the brake.
This is the brake?
Yeah. Okay. If you want the seat higher.
I don't. Oh, that's the seat that was making that noise. Okay. Okay, so now I can just go straight into F1.
Yeah, so when you have a piece of equipment on, you just always got to remember where is it going to be if you turn around something. So yeah, wide turns generally, especially with that disc bind. Oh, don't turn too short. Actually, with the disc bind, you can turn.
So should I go this way? Or should I just do another circle? Quick time?
Yeah, you can go through there. You'll fit through. You're doing a good job. Perfect. Okay, so then you want to idle it down.
Okay.
This is your PTO, so that's what's going to run it. You always want to start up with it idle down.
Do that. Hold it up. Okay.
Okay. Then you rev it out.
Okay. All the way.
And now it's staying revved up because it knows, the tractor knows that the PTO is running. So then when you're turning this way, you got to stay close to like a fence line, otherwise that thing won't reach out. Then you got to start swinging back out, or you'll run it right into the trees.
Okay. So Eddie's doing a couple of outside rounds, and then he's going to let me give it a go. Where'd you pick that up?
I was going through town, and thought I could grab a coffee. This went in before the new barn went up. Yeah, this is 3rd year established.
So will this be the last year?
It should be the last year, but I'm fixing my rotation in a way that I might have to leave it one more year. Depending on how this field yields and the one next door, I've got to decide which one I'm going to plow under this fall. It's never been this wet in here. The wettest I've seen it for first cut in this field. My brother may have seen it this wet, but there's a little spot up here. I'm sure we're gonna have to go around.
We had a guy who's probably in his early 20s come drive in a couple weeks ago and said that he was looking for somebody, and the first time he drove in, we were inside, so we didn't see him. Then he came back later, and he said that he was driving by on the road, and there was a piece of wood on the road, and so he hucked it into the field, and then he must have been a farmer, and he felt really bad about it, so he was coming, and I ended up speaking to him, and he was like, do you mind if I go look for it? And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, that's really nice of you, like, that you came back, and then just kind of trying to figure out, like, what all happened, and he's like, yeah, it probably wasn't the smartest thing I've ever done. And I was like,
he wasn't thinking. He didn't say, like, why you would throw it in the field.
I was like, well, how big is it? Like, how big is this piece? And was like, you hucked it from the road? So like, how far would you say that? It's like 100 feet. I don't know. And then I was like, if you could, like, it's probably not that big of a deal, but he said he did baling with his dad, and he said that wouldn't be an issue likely, but if we chop hay, then it would be an issue. And we harvest in bags, as you know. So anyway, I said, yeah, you give her, look for the log. He never came back, so I guess we're assuming he found it.
Or he was too scared to come back?
Yeah, I don't know. And if you happen to be watching this video, let us know in the comments. Like,
did you find the chunk of wood?
Yeah. Did you find it?
And I don't like doing that, leaving part of the field, because it doesn't look nice, but I don't want to make a mess either.
Could you get stuck, or?
Oh, it would have to be pretty bad if we got stuck, but look at it right here.
Yeah. So what's your favorite, like, field work job?
Cutting grass.
Is it?
Yeah. As long as someone has chores taken care of, then definitely cutting grass. We don't have that.
Here's like.
Getting real close to the edge. Have you seen that?
Yes, I know. I'm trying to get over. I'm trying to find this.
Oh, that's awesome. You also don't want to leave too much, because then you have a 13.5-foot disc bind. You're only using 12 feet. You're not utilizing any other, foot and a half. Just gonna wave to the neighbors, but as soon as I looked over, they looked away. Seems to happen more often.
Hey guys, it's a few hours later. I'm out at the barn now. Eddie's still cutting hay. My mom has the kids. She took them out for ice cream. She's supporting dairy the right way. She knows how it's done. And then she's gonna drop them off here at the barn and head home. So I brought the kids dinner, and they're gonna have their dinner in here if they're even hungry. And then they all wanna go out in the tractor with Eddie, so they're gonna do that while I do the evening chores in the barn. I'm starting by heating up refrigerated milk for our youngest calves. We like to give newborn calves on their mom's milk for the first 5 or so days before transferring them to milk replacer. On our farm, we'll save extra milk if the mom gives more than needed for the calf, because for one, we haven't had any issues with cooling the milk off or heating it up in regards to calf health. And if we save the milk from earlier milkings, then once the mom's milk is able to go in the milk tank, then we can add it there while still having leftover for the calf. In other words, none of the milk gets wasted this way. We know this doesn't work on every farm because cooling the milk down and heating it up again invites bacteria into the milk, and for some larger farms this wouldn't be an option because there either wouldn't be enough fridge space, there would be too many calves to keep track of, or both.
ice cream. I got birthday cake.
Okay.
Kylie shared with me.
We keep our calf pellets mixed with straw for the calves in the super hutches, the weaned calves, in this tote in the barn. We used to haul it up in these pails from the heifer barn every calf feeding, but then Eddy had the idea of keeping it in this tote, which definitely works nicely. It just gets a bit challenging when the tote is almost empty, but that's okay. When feeding the grain, we always move any leftover grain over in the trough so that we're not dumping the fresh pellets on top and burying the old stuff. They still eat the old grain this way, and it all gets used up in the end. Well, I do this anyway. I have no idea if Eddy does it or not when he feeds calves. I'm going to our heifer barn now to push and feed. Eddy asked me to do that first, but I was carrying all kinds of plates and snacks and stuff, and the camera, so I did not. I'm going to do that now, plus I have to go to the house and grab an extra camera battery. Where were you? Where were you? Eddy's gonna have to run off some feed to these gals later, but I'll push in what is there. Piper's playing with the heifers. It's pretty cute. Are you scaring him? How was dinner?
And pretend there's one road is getting fixed. But I was the youngest. I was the only boy. Ah! Sometimes I do this in life. Okay, I just want. Ah! What is this called again?
So this cow in the robot just had a calf, and her udder is up really high and it's super swollen. I'm not sure if you can tell by the video, but it's basically like in line with her belly. Anyway, I'm manually attaching the robot claw because it's just a calmer experience for the first time milker, and I'm programming the robot to collect the milk for the calf. So I accidentally didn't flip the gate to let number 4 back in the fresh pen, so she's in with the herd. Eddie came in at good timing, and he is getting her back in the fresh pen now. And I also didn't get her milk collected. I did something wrong on the robot screen. Whoop. So now we're collecting milk from number 9 for the baby calves. So the mom's milk more than needed for the calves, so we'll have enough from number 9 to feed all the calves that we need. So the orange dots mean that the milk is going to go get dumped. Well, that's not good. Eddie, what do you do when they kick the whole thing off? What do you do when they hook the whole thing off? Yeah.
Put it back on again, but if it's decided to come off, then whatever.
Now we have 3 cows in here because the gate didn't switch back fast enough. Or I didn't switch it, I don't know. There's all kinds of stuff going on right now.
I got one field done.
Okay.
But you'll get to go in the buddy seat.
No,
Okay.
behind the buddies. I just asked if I want
Hey, you did them all today?
Yes.
Love you. Time to clean the poop. Time to clean the poop. Yes, yes. I'm trying to think of an interesting angle to put the camera to make this a little more interesting for you. You've seen me do this many times. Piper, let her go through. Let her through. Go ahead. I think I've got it. So this cow going into the robot now, you're going to see her not get milked and just get kicked out, and that's on purpose. There's nothing wrong with the robot. It's just that the cows can only get milked after a certain amount of time because there gets to be a point where it's not efficient to milk your cows so many times in a day. So each cow has a different amount of times they're allowed to get milked in the day, and sometimes they'll walk through and just get booted back out. So now I just have to look for cow 1218 to bring up to the robot and scrape crossovers and then feed the calves bottles. I'm going to leave scraping sand stalls for Eddie because he likes the workout, and I have to bathe the kids tonight and I have to edit YouTube videos. So it's a late night for both of us. He may as well get the workout. I already did mine this morning. This is the one chore that is very satisfying to do. I enjoy moving poop around, as oddly as that sounds. but B, also makes me wonder why in the world I married a dairy farmer, because there's just so much poop and it's just kind of gross. So I'm gonna go do the other 3 crossovers and then find 1218 to bring her up, milk her. I'll put the milker on manually and then I'll go feed cats. Thanks for hanging out with us while we're in the field and doing barn chores, and if you're finding this video interesting or like it or just find it generally entertaining, please hit the like button down below. This helps out our channel, and if you will, share it with a friend. I am back at the house. I'm done chores. I'm just gathering some snacks for Eddy and I'm gonna go pick up the kids. I don't know how long Eddy has left, but I'm calling it a night. And thanks for hanging out with us. We will see you in the next video for bagging this haylage and planting corn. So thanks for supporting dairy. Cheers.